Everybody, hey everybody, what's going on? Troy the Foodie here in Ralph's in Long Beach, one of the Ralph's in Long Beach, and I want to take you on a quick journey through the market. I'm not even going over there where the toilet paper used to be, but I'm going to take you on a quick journey through the market on some key things to get. One thing I forgot, and I'm at a restaurant. I stopped at a restaurant to have a little breakfast. Had some French toast, and after I was finished, I was like sneezing a little bit. Be mindful if you guys are allergic to dairy. Like I'm lactose intolerant, but sometimes I can play a little bit. When it's the cold and flu season and stuff like that, avoid things that can cause mucus, excess mucus in your body, like dairy. I had butter on it, and instantly it started messing with me. So I was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Butter." So I want to take y'all through so y'all can see some of the things that I think are essential to pick up. So like I said, since I did have some dairy by accident, not accident, I wanted the butter on my French toast. And it might have been, if you make French toast right, it might have been a little milk in there too. So I'm gonna get some dairy pills. Like the dairy after pill. So I'm gonna get some dairy pills, see if I can find them. They're usually in the allergy section. But even before I get there, it's probably a little long video, so I'll put it on the IG story. And I'll talk more about it when I do the Meet the Coronavirus, So yes, this is a good time. I know a lot of people are buying milk and they're old school and stuff like that, but you may want to avoid, especially if you're sensitive to dairy, you want to avoid dairy because it causes excess mucus. And you don't need that in your body at a time when there's a cold and flu season going on. You want to avoid that at all costs. My opinion. And you can do the studies on Google or whatever later. Let me find out where their dairy pills are. So I'll grab that. This is something good. Simple Truth Vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams. I'll take that. It's a powder joint. You can put in water or whatever. I think. Make sure I'm using it right. Right? Yeah, it's like a powder joint you can add to your water or your juice. Next. Bam, found them. Lactase enzyme supplement. So, that's that. Some woman just went in here and grabbed the bottle or something and ran out. I was scared. It's scary to see. Okay, so people have tried to wipe out the orange juice. But like I said, the good thing about being in California, now they had blood oranges on sale for like $1.49 a pound. But the good thing about being in California is that a lot of people have orange and lemon trees in your yard. Never knew you were going to really appreciate it, did you? All right, next up. Oh, and if you go to a big supermarket, and they don't have toilet paper, go to the mom and pop stores. I'm going to go to the mom and pop store and get some. You get your flushable wipes, but be careful if you have a house and you don't know about your septic line and stuff like that. All flushable wipes don't dissolve quickly. You got to be mindful of that, because I've heard a lot of people who own houses, including a friend of mine that I'm helping him with his house. He's doing a major construction on his house right now in Long Beach. Had to get his septic line done. And some friends of mine that own a property in Burbank, they had to get their septic line done. And they said it was wipes and other amazing things that you, men and women, happen to put down the toilet. Everything is not flushable. Okay, next. Make sure you're stocking up on frozen vegetables. Make sure you fill your freezer. If you happen to have some edamame here, some artichokes, get your string beans, your peas. Make sure you stock up on frozen vegetables. And I know a lot of you folks are trying to eat organic. But if you go back in history and watch Oh, grab some Gatorade. Good for electrolytes. Now, some of the newer Gatorade sugar content is a little higher than it used to be, but good to have some Gatorade around. If you have kids and you give them sugary anything, grab some Gatorade. That's a good drink. This market in Long Beach, you guys have ravaged it. That's a good thing. But let's get down to the area that I'm really interested in seeing. Now, I think I mentioned to you guys before that I'm O positive blood type, so I try to eat according to my blood type. So tuna, sardines, stuff like that. Great protein to have. Yeah, a lot of tuna, believe it or not. So make sure you pick up some tuna. You don't necessarily, especially if you don't eat eggs or anything like that, or if that's not your thing, you don't necessarily have to buy tuna and oil. You can I actually like to mix tuna with olive oil, a little bit of sriracha, and some Old Bay seasoning. Keep it seafood flavored. It's a good thing. Want a better spinach? Oh Lord have mercy. And stock up on your canned goods and your canned meats. Premium chicken breasts. And check the saturated fat, sodium, things like that. Basic ingredients. This has chicken breast meat. Chicken breast meat. It's one phrase. It's not like chicken breast and meat, some kind of other meat. Water and salt. So good. Stack up on your canned meats. I like chili with no beans. Got tuna. And then making sure you get your canned
now you can save time and order your groceries at Ross.
making sure you get your canned vegetables. A lot of people are like, oh, I like organic. Well, organic is going to go bad. If it's real organic, it's going to go bad in a couple of days. So make sure you get your vegetables, your canned goods. They have canned vegetables without. They have canned vegetables that don't have salt in them. Get those. But in a time when a lot of people aren't cooking, you can still find canned vegetables at the grocery store. So baked beans, but you don't want to stock up on too many beans. That is not going to be a good house. But yes, you can get your canned green beans, no salt added, and stock up on your canned goods. Remember, the average canned good is this good till 2021. So stock up on your canned goods and make sure you have everything you need. And then you have canned goods that are like 85 cents a can. Stock up on your vegetables, especially for those that don't want to have a high salt content and worry about that. Get the ones with no salt. Frozen vegetables, they aren't fresh vegetables, but the majority of frozen vegetables are just as good. You get the same nutrients. Don't be fooled. Frozen vegetables, canned goods, those are things you want to stock up on your pantry, especially things you may like. Canned yams. You look at your sugar content if you're worried about that, if you're worried about salt. But these are things you want to have. And I can show you how to prepare these things. And you can rinse them. You can prepare them, you can still get the nutrients you need at times when you don't know what to cook. You can have a pantry. That's what your pantry is for. All right, Troy the Foodie. I'll talk to you in a bit.